How do you stand out among a sea of devices all priced roughly the same, with similar spec sheets and features? It's a question many budget phone makers have a difficult time answering, though we found Motorola did a pretty good job of it with the recently released $130 Moto E4. Just a few months later, the Lenovo-owned company has returned with yet another reasonably priced handset, starting at just $180 unlocked. In our Moto E4 Plus review, we found the phone to offer similarly compelling value, with one major benefit you'll struggle to find anywhere else: uninspired but quality design. The E4 Plus is rather thick and hefty, with large bezels on the top and bottom. If you've seen the Moto E4, you've almost seen the E4 Plus. The major differences are the larger size and the back cover being made of metal, rather than plastic. It's still removable, and underneath you'll find access to the SIM card and micro SD slots. The phone feels big in the hand, but it's not too unwieldy. The metal lends a high-end feel, and the volume rocker and power button are easy to locate on the right side. The fingerprint sensor is mounted below the screen like on other Motorola devices, and you can program it to serve double duty as the home button. Aesthetically speaking, the Moto E4 Plus is unremarkable, but not at all offensive. It's chunky for good reason. The Moto E4 Plus has a massive 5,000 mAh battery, more on that later. The display is adequate for a budget device. The E4 Plus LCD panel borrows the 1280x720 resolution of the smaller model, but enlarges the screen from 5 to 5.5 inches. It looks surprisingly sharp on the standard E4, but at half an inch larger, it's easy to see more pixels. Considering what you're paying, 720p is by no means a deal breaker, and the color reproduction and viewing angles are satisfactory. If you want a sharper screen, at only 267 pixels per inch, the E4 Plus isn't going to impress. Surprisingly smooth performance. When paying low-end prices, you typically have to settle for low-end hardware. While that may be true of the E4 Plus on paper, we were impressed how well the device performed in spite of its modest processor. The E4 Plus comes in two configurations. Both feature Qualcomm Snapdragon 427 system on chip alongside 2 GB of RAM, though you have the option of paying $20 more for 32 GB of internal storage as opposed to 16 GB. There's a micro SD slot to expand storage, so you can house extra media, apps, and games. Simply put, it exceeded our expectations. There are devices priced $100 higher, with more capable silicon that don't feel as smooth and lag-free as the E4 Plus in most cases.